Let's get right into this review for The Life of Chuck. Alright, so The Life of Chuck is directed by Mike Flanagan and stars Tom Hiddleston, Jacob Tremblay, Benjamin Paget, and Cody Flanagan as Chuck in the different stages of his life. The rest of the cast played supporting roles, and honestly, these were some great overall casting choices. I thoroughly enjoyed all of their performances in this film, so kudos to their efforts. Now looking back, I think I've only seen this trailer like 1 or 2 times during the pre-screenings of other films, and I have to say those 1 or 2 initial previews were enough to let me know that this narrative was going to try to be a really profound drama, which is absolutely the sort of cinematic storytelling that's right up my alley. So yeah, I was very much so looking forward to viewing this film. And now that I've watched this film in its entirety, what did I think about the cinematic package here? With everything considered, I think this was a wonderful cinematic experience. There are aspects to this film that I didn't see coming, and I was pleasantly surprised with the overall execution. For instance, this is undoubtedly a drama, but there are some deeply rooted science fiction elements sprinkled throughout, which definitely caught me off guard in a pleasant way. Really, this use of science fiction here was just so darn creative and effectively worked in favor of its storytelling to help encapsulate the essence of the themes surrounding grief, trauma, death, and finding meaning in life itself, which were all spectacularly told. Now, I will say though, during the initial first half of my viewing for this film, it did undeniably feel like a slog at times. There were segments I couldn't find purpose to, and there were spurts of moments when I felt disconnected to some story beats. But really, it's the pivotal moments in Act 3 that tie the rest of the acts nicely together, and weave the themes and conclusions effectively. So although the first half of the film left me uncertain and dubious about how everything would tie in together, I'm happy to report that Act 3 was able to wrap up the story nicely, and it's safe to say that this is one of those narratives where you really have to be in a certain mood to want to witness this story in its entirety. Otherwise, you just might not make it to the finish line. This is also one of those films that I think can benefit from viewing independently and going into blindly with a curious mindset. And really, once you do find the right moment in your life to find intrigue for this film, I think you'll witness yourself the beautiful layers to the storytelling that's going to resonate with you on a deeper level, as a lot of the themes and core foundation of its storytelling tackle notions of what it means to live, what it means to die, and what it is that all of us go through as human beings. After all, we're all Chucks paving our own world in this vast universe. My final score for The Life of Chuck is 9 out of 10. I had a blast with this one. Sure, it's not entirely perfect in its execution, and there are flaws and moments that were more sluggish than I would have liked, but I still found most of the pivotal moments to hit home when it mattered the most. There's intricacies to the storytelling that resonated with me on a deeper level, which I have to say isn't something that I experience all too often at the theaters. It's a philosophical piece that I'm glad to have experienced at this point in my life. Anyways, thanks for checking this review out. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll have plenty more reviews coming out next week, so stay tuned and I shall see you on my next upload. But until then, stay safe out there and peace.